I will never buy these seeds again, and once you see why, you probably won't be buying them also. But it's not because they are bad, it's because they just keep giving. Once you start saving your own seeds, you realize how powerful nature can be. These are the plants that first showed me the way. They taught me that I don't need to keep spending money every season. I can grow everything I need over and over again. 10 years ago, when I started growing my own food, I used to buy every seed I wanted to grow. But after a few seasons, I noticed something. Nature was already giving me everything I needed. Some plants like water leaf will reseed themselves. Others like basil gives you hundreds of seeds from one pod or fruit. And some don't even need seeds. Just a cutting is enough to grow a whole new plant. For the longest time, okra is one of those veggies that I haven't bought seeds in a while. And okra is one of the easiest plants to save seeds from. Once the pods dry on the plant, you can collect hundreds of seeds. I haven't bought okra seeds in years, and they germinate beautifully every season. Before I go on, I need to say this because the type of seeds you buy really matters, especially if you plan on saving your own seeds. Not every seed can give you the same result when you replant it. One common example is the hybrid seed that is often labeled F1. They are bred by crossing two different varieties to get certain traits like faster growth or higher yield. But when you save seeds from hybrids, the next generation usually doesn't grow true to type. You might get weaker plants or completely different fruits. That's why I always go for open-pollinated or heirloom seeds. These are the traditional, naturally pollinated varieties that pass their traits down generation after generation. So when you save their seeds, you get plants that look, taste, and grow just like the parent plant. With open-pollinated seeds, every harvest becomes an opportunity for your seed bank. It's like building a garden that keeps renewing itself year after year, stronger, more adapted to your soil and climate. So when I say these are the seeds I'll never buy again, it's not just because they grow easily, it's because they are the right kind of seeds to keep forever. So I uprooted my 3-year-old eggplant in the garden so that I can save seeds and make new plants. Eggplant seeds are tiny, but they are powerful. One fruit can give you enough seeds for years. I usually let 1 or 2 fruits overripe on the plant, collect the seeds, and that's it. And most times like this case, the seeds start to germinate without my help. So it's easier for me to collect some sprouts and plant them. Oops. Oh no, I need to save those seeds, process those seeds, probably sell them because they are organic heirloom seeds. This eggplant has been with me for over 6 years and I've just been saving and regrowing my seeds. These are another gift that keeps on giving, and I've only had to buy seeds once. So for years I've been growing my long green beans by saving my own seeds. Once the pods dry, just store the seeds in a paper bag. Each season I plant a few and they sprout like magic. This year, I was intentional with growing corn that I could save the seeds and plant them back. So these are my saved seeds from my last harvest. Even corn cobs that were left behind, when harvesting. I used the stalk to mulch my garden, and as soon as the rain started pouring almost every day, I got corn sprouts. Corn is one of those plants that reminds you how generous nature can be. With pak choi growing in my garden, I wasn't even planning to save seeds. It got serious pest issues, but somehow healed itself. Yes, plants are capable of that. And then it started to flower and then bring out these lovely, beautiful seed pods. That was eaten by pests the other day. You see how it healed itself? Look at my pak choi seeds. Wow. And I was able to collect a lot of seeds and sprout them, and now I have pak choi seedlings all over the place. So I come here and drop some of the seeds, and they germinate and get the seed, pak choi seed. Then I will see how the seeds. Basil is one of the easiest herbs to grow from seeds. I always have it in abundance, and sometimes I don't even have to plant it because the dry seeds will fall and germinate on its own. But I've been saving these basil seeds specifically for microgreens. I grow 4 types of basil in my garden. I have the lemon basil, I have the holy basil, I have uncommon basil, I have Italian basil. So I've only had to buy seeds once, and after that I've never bought seeds again. With all the basils, they're all so easy to grow. Dill goes to seed very fast, so I always let some plants bolt. Once the flowers dry, you can collect hundreds of seeds. Sometimes it even reseeds itself naturally. These two, green amaranth and shoko, don't even need your help. Once they flower, just shake the head and you have tiny seeds everywhere. I often see them sprouting in random corners of my garden. First time I grew squash, I saved a few seeds from the fruit before eating it. I planted them immediately and in paper towels, and they all germinated. Since then, I've never needed to buy squash seeds again. Let's not even talk about cocoyam that multiplies just from one tuber. I only bought cocoyam once. After that, it became a lifetime supply. Every harvest gives me something to replant. It multiplies like crazy and keeps feeding you year after year. By saving seeds, you're not just saving money. That's the least of it. You are gaining independence when you save your own seeds. When you start saving seeds, is when you begin to understand how powerful your garden is. Look at it this way, that every seed you save is a memory and also a promise of another harvest. And I only planted one single bulb. I planted one single shallot bulb, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bulbs. These are the seeds I will never buy again, and it's not because they are not good, but it's because they've taught me how to trust the process of nature. So I would like to know the seeds that you've stopped buying since you started gardening. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I will see you in my next video.